You know what gets my goat? Smart, hardworking people who, even by following all the right advice, are struggling financially. I've spent over a decade helping folks with their money, and I'll tell you something that may shock you. The biggest financial secret isn't about how to invest in crypto or how to find the next hot stock. It's something way more fundamental, yet nobody seems to talk about it. Let me share a story about my friend Mike. He was doing everything by the book, good job, saving for retirement, living below his means. Yet somehow, he always felt like he was treading water financially. Sound familiar? That's because Mike, like most of us, was never taught the real secret to financial success, the relationship between your money psychology and your earning potential. But here's the liberating truth that changed Mike's life and might just be about to change yours. It's not really about your income or about your spending or even about your debt. It's about your money mindset, and it's about those invisible scripts that run in your head, probably installed when you were young and watching mom and dad handle money, listening in on their money conversations, absorbing the messages that society sends out about wealth. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you heard such phrases as money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, or you have to work hard for money? It's these innocent-sounding sayings that keep us from knowing our true relation with money. These sayings make invisible barriers that prevent us from reaching our truest financial potential. The secret that turned Mike's financial life around was to learn to recognize and rewrite these money scripts. He learned his truth. Making money has to be hard led him to overlook easier opportunities for income. His assumption that asking for more money is greedy kept him from negotiating better salaries. It wasn't until he began challenging such thoughts that his finances changed dramatically. But here's the cool part. The change in Mike's financial situation didn't come from a harder budget or more expense cutting. It came from recognizing that money is merely a medium of value exchange. Once this really clicks, you begin to see opportunities everywhere. Instead of asking, how can I save more money? You begin asking, how can I create more value for others? I call this the value multiplication effect. While focusing your efforts on creating value, not just earning, you begin to think bigger. You move from this time versus money exchange into value-creating systems that produce money without you actually having to work. And this, in fact, is the real secret which rich people know, but seldom talk about explicitly. Practical example. Another client of mine is Sarah, a talented graphic designer who, as a freelancer, was stuck within the cycle of feast or famine until she got what the meaning of value multiplication effect meant, and she stopped thinking in terms of hourly wages. She put together a process for producing templates of designs she could sell over and over to different clients. Same work, multiple sources of income. Her income tripled in a year, not because she worked harder, but because she thought differently about value creation. Of course, no one talks about this in traditional finance because it is a tougher sell for financial product peddlers. They'd rather keep you focused on saving a percentage of your income, diversifying your investments, and planning for retirement, all great things, but not the root secret to financial abundance. Here's another perhaps surprising aspect of this secret. The more you focus on creating value for others, the less you need to worry about competition. In the old industrial economy, competition was about fighting for a piece of a fixed pie. In today's knowledge economy, those who get this secret realize that the pie is expandable. You can create new value without taking anything away from anyone else. This brings us to another important point: the connection between financial success and personal growth. Most people try to improve their finances without first working on themselves. That's like trying to build a skyscraper on a shaky foundation. Your earning potential is directly related to your personal development, your ability to solve problems, and your capacity to create value for others. Consider how technology changed the face of opportunity. In the course of human history, it has never been so easy for every individual to reach millions with one's ideas, products, and services. But most people have an industrial age mindset about money and creating value, wherein the internet democratizes access to markets. Let's talk about something that might make you uncomfortable: your real relationship with the wealth itself. Most of us have unconscious beliefs that rich people are somehow bad, or big money means taking advantage of others. These become invisible handcuffs, standing in the way of our full financial potential, and we might not even realize it. The secret is to understand that creating wealth through value creation actually helps society rather than hurts it. The most successful people I know have one thing in common: they've learned to view money as a byproduct of value creation, not the goal. This subtle shift changes everything: how you approach opportunities, how you think about problems, and most importantly, how you value your own contribution to the world. Here's a practical exercise I give all my clients. Start keeping a value journal. Every day, write down 3 ways you created value for others, whether at work, in your relationships, or in your community. This simple practice begins to rewire your brain to spot opportunities for value creation, which inevitably leads to financial opportunities. This secret has much deeper implications beyond personal finance. Once you understand that sustainable wealth is about value creation, you start to think long-term. You build appreciating assets rather than just chase short-term wins. You will no longer consider education and personal development as expenses, but as an investment in your ability to create more value. Let me remind you, the real secret to financial success does not lie in finding that right investment strategy or in cutting expenses down to the bone. It's all about learning the proper relationship between value creation and wealth generation. Once you understand this principle and start acting in accordance with it, financial difficulties automatically start to vanish. Your journey to financial abundance starts with recognizing these invisible scripts that have been holding you back. Challenge them, rewrite them, and watch how new opportunities begin to crop up in your life. The secret has always been there. Now is the time to use it to change your financial future.